Hey everyone, this is the Jose32, the king of the deck review, and it's time for, you guessed it, another deck review. Let's see what the results of today's vote were. For starters, nobody wanted to see the Leaf backs reviewed, and nobody wanted to see the playwrights reviewed, and nobody wanted to see the expert backs reviewed, surprisingly. Only one person wanted to see the Alzheimer's deck, so that will have to be another day. I believe only one person voted for the Victoria deck, twice actually, but only one person. Next on the list was the Negro League and the Domino deck had 3 votes each. Not happening today. The Ghoul Note, I thought this one was going to be the one I was going to review today because I was getting quite a bit of votes. But then they died down, and I ended up only with 4 votes for this one. 6 people wanted to see this one, the Karnival Inferno, so that's what I'm doing today. Let's have a look at it. So this is what the front of the box looks like. Pretty interesting. You got this basically, it's almost like a cow head or a bull head with the horns on it, skull. Then you got down here a sun with a skull in it, a red skull. Some more skulls down here. Then basically this is in a star. There's another little star down here, and also a couple of bulls down here look like they're about to attack each other. And then it says Karnival Inferno playing cards on the very bottom, and there's lots of flames, lots of red, lots of flames. In fact, it almost looks like the skull is on fire. On the one side it says brought to you by CarnivalInc.com. It's very hard to see. Oh, there you go. It's nice being able to focus. Unlike my old camera, I had no focus. The other side is nothing. It actually looks like pages from a book. At the top, you get the same thing. The seal on the bottom, some trademark information, and the pages from a book. So basically, that's what it looks like. A book. It looks like you got pages in here. Front, back, the side. Pretty interesting. In the back, you see the back design of the cards. So I'll probably get into more a little bit later, but it's very interesting and colorful. The flap, it's pretty interesting, some artwork on there, and same with here. And now the cards. You do get a card that is basically, it's a blank card. This is what the cards look like without any pips or anything like that on them. Very interesting. Looks like fire. And then you got that reddish blood type border. Here's the back design. What it is basically looks like some kind of a head with horns. You get a sun with a star inside of it in here. All sorts of artwork and details, blood spatter. And then you do get some kind of a symbol in here. It's a circle with all sorts of symbols, almost, like hieroglyphics or something. Not really sure what it means or what it says. Over here, it basically looks like you got 2 K's and an I, which would fit with the name Karnival Inferno, or it could be something completely different. But it looks like 2 K's and an I. Like I said, it's blood spatter, flames. All sorts of stuff. It's very, very interesting. Very, very detailed. Pretty nice. You do also get an ad card. Like a skull and crossbones, says Karnival Inc. on the bottom. Has the artwork from the flap on it. That like kind of a burst or whatever. And it's nice detailed border as well. There you go. On the back it just says BBM, Big Blind Media, with the face design of the cards. And then the cards themselves. Here's a good look at a number card. The pips do have like a black border on them, an outline. And then you got this basically like an explosion happening here in the center. There's flames everywhere with red borders. It's pretty cool. Court cards, fairly standard. They look like most Karnival court cards with a standard bicycle court card. And then they got pitchforks. And then they just got a couple of colors like a yellow, a lot of yellow, some reds, like most court cards from Karnival Inc. decks. Here's a couple more. Here's the clubs. Really nice big pips too. There's a CSI team. Not sure how he got the pitchfork for his head, but he did. It's very interesting. Aces are all custom, and they got a skull inside of the pip. As you can see, it looks like it's staring at you. It's kind of freaky looking. Ace of Hearts. It also has some artwork in the background, flames, some horns, kind of like an extension of what you see in here, the skull, and then you got horns coming from it. Pretty interesting. Jokers. We'll get to that in a minute. The Ace of Spades, again, same thing with a skull in it, some splatter. And the Ace of Diamonds. Lots of nice details. Pretty nice looking. Okay, let's look at the Jokers really quickly. Jokers look like this. You got this dark demonic figure with angel wings, and he's got horns on like the devil, and you see his eyes in there, and that's about all you see. And he's standing in fire. There is a sun above him with a skull in it, and then it says Joker with a couple of stars on the very top. And then you got this nice border as well. You can see some details in the border. The other Joker is identical, except it looks like you're looking from behind him because you don't see his eyes. Other than that, it's identical. No reveals or anything like that. Of course, they handle pretty nice. Look at that. I'll just focus that a little better. Oops. It looks pretty nice. One thing you will notice if you look closely is that they do have a one-way look in the borders. So if I turn this one upside down, you should be able to notice where it is. I can't see it. Well, okay, you can sort of see. Maybe I was wrong. But you can sort of see some difference here. You can see a little bit of difference. Not as much as I expected. But you can see a difference here on the bottom. That's for sure. Bottom, top. And on top of that, if you look at the faces, again, there's a difference in the border from the top to the bottom. So basically a one-way face and a one-way back. Really nice deck. It's not for everyone. It might freak some people out. It might freak your parents out. Very satanic and demonic, I guess. They handle pretty nice. I am concerned about the amount of ink that's on them. They may not hold up in the long run. They may clump very fast. I had issues with the Dead Eyes because of that, too much ink. But they do look fantastic. They look really nice. They handle nice so far. There's no reason why you couldn't incorporate them into Magic. They probably look pretty interesting with Flourishing. And they're definitely collectible. And out of 10, I'd probably give them an 8 or a 9. Very nice. Very good job. Customization is really good. All the artwork and the colors are nice. I've never seen anything like it, with red borders and yellow faces basically. So I like it. That is my review, and if you just hang on with me, hopefully the camera doesn't stop recording again. We'll see what's left. So I still have all of these decks left that I need to review, and I'm adding a bicycle grid. Remember to tell me which one you want me to review next in the comments below, or send me a PM, whatever. Actually, in the comments below is best, because then I can go through the comments and score them all. If you wanted to see this one reviewed, cool note, and it hasn't been reviewed yet, obviously, if you still want to see it, make sure you vote. Maybe it'll be next, or maybe you want to see this one now, or you want to see a different one, you know. Doesn't matter. Vote. Let me know which one you want to see next, and I'll do it tomorrow. That's all I have. See you next time.